All right, on this episode of Bowks Talking Bouts, we're at Burlington Training Center. BTC 18 has just elapsed, and talking to a victorious co-main eventer. How are you feeling right now, Cody? I imagine pretty good.
Cloud 9, man. Cloud 9. This is what it's all about. I'm fucking stoked.
Yeah, and I mean, such a great team around you at all times and everything like that. Like, what's it like having that presence in the corner as you're kind of embarking on your own career, too? Because Niagara Talk Team has really become such a huge gym.
Man, like I said it in the cage, I owe all my success to these guys. Chris Prickett, Matt DiMarcantonio. I wouldn't even be close to where I am today without them. And, like, it's a family, right? You see how everybody comes out. It's good vibes in the gym. We all hang out together all the time. It's close-knit circle, man.
And I'm curious because, like, it seems like the cross-training culture is pretty prevalent throughout, like, Southern Ontario. Have you gotten in a fair bit of work in this space in, like, more of a training kind of capacity? Like, how familiar are you with, I guess, Burlington Training Center?
Oh, yeah, I've come here plenty of Saturdays and sparred, and all those guys come to us, we come to them. Like, it's really close-knit community with in Ontario. Like, we all train together. It's awesome. We got a bunch of top bantamweights, and we get all the different looks, right? The more guys you're training with, the more looks you get. So it's sick.
I mean, that kind of creates like a unique kind of landscape, though, because like you're actively like building skills in a space like this. Like, what's it like to actually get in like a competitive framework in this particular one?
Sorry, say that again.
Just because you're so familiar with this as like a training space, I imagine it would be curious to actually like fight somebody in this kind of space. Or did it feel kind of familiar and it was just, business as usual kind of thing?
You know what? It was a lot different because I haven't been sparring here in a minute. And, of course, it's not a sparring session, right? That guy's trying to take me out. I'm trying to take him out. So, I don't know. I get over that pretty quick, whether we're fighting there in a square or in a hexagon, wherever it is, it's a fight, right? So, yeah, it doesn't really matter that much, I think, the environment. But, of course, having the live crowd is a big difference. But, yeah.
And it seemed like your opponent's game was like pretty heavy on the kicks and stuff like that. And it seemed like you were like very much trying to find that range and get it to more of like an infighting kind of range. Like, how satisfying was it to generate that kind of finish? Because it looked like you were really like building up to that point.
Oh, it was, man, I can't explain it. But he was using a lot of kicks, and I felt like that he was using my own move against me. If you see my other fights, I did those leg stomps tons. So he probably seen that, and he's like, you know what, I'm going to do that to him. The leg stomps weren't really bothering me. He hit a really clean calf kick, and it landed flush, and that's why you see me switch stance, but I'm ready for that. I can go southpaw, orthodox, whatever. I'm comfortable in both stances, so yeah. It was an adversity I had to face, and it paid off in the end.
So did you have to adapt your game plan then coming in, or are you more of a guy that like gets in that flow state and then like whatever happens in the fight, you kind of undulate with that? I guess
I read it as it goes, right? Like, I got to see these things coming, and I'm moving around and feeling it out, finding his range, seeing how he moves. And, yeah, I got in close, and I felt like there was openings there. And it was kind of like contrary to what I was going to do. I was going to try to fight at range. But as soon as we got close, I felt there was a lot of openings. So that's where I finished the fight, was in that tight range, right?
Yeah, and you mentioned the differences, like being here in a training capacity versus there being like a live crowd added to it. They got pretty electric with the finish there. How did that feel? I imagine it compounded an already great feeling that much more.
Oh, it was unreal. Oh, fuck, I can't even explain it. That, man, the fans make the sport, I'm telling you. If it was just me and another team there, and my team and another team, and we were fighting, it wouldn't be nowhere close to what it is. The fans make it. I fight for the fans. I live off the reaction we get after you get that big win, right? So,
yeah, this was the first one at bantamweight, which I think is a noteworthy one. From like what I've heard from different people, it seemed like a pretty casual cut for you. Like, it seems like a natural kind of weight category for you. Did you have to make any, I guess, amendments in your training, like maybe in the dietary sense, anything like that for 135, or not so much?
I always make sure it's like a solid cut. I always want to cut a solid amount of water. Even when I fought at 45, I always made sure it was a solid cut. This camp, I was a lot more disciplined, just with the diet all throughout, right? And, a lot of things changed. I always knew I was a natural 35er, and tonight really put a stamp on that. I pictured this for years and years, like fighting amateur like 6 years ago. Like, it was really cool to see that finish tonight. I told everybody, I'm like, I'm going to get to finish this fight. I'm going to get a finish. I've made the mistake before where I've hunted for the finish too hard, and then you don't get it. And then it's fucking, it like kind of mind fucks you. But this time, I was calm, cool, waited for my shots, and we found them.
Yeah, for sure. And you seem particularly fired up that second round, kind of like leading into it. Like, what was that whole dynamic like? Was that you just getting like in the moment kind of thing, or?
I knew he took the first. Like, I knew, like, I'm pretty in the, like, thinking in the zone, like, in reality, in the fight, right? Where I think some fighters, they get like tunnel vision, where I'm not getting tunnel vision. So I knew he took the first round. So I was like, okay, I got to make a fucking statement this second round, and that's when I came out ready to go.
And just one of the last ones here, just because it is December, like, are you looking at particular goals you want to actualize into reality for 2023? Like, are you someone who like maps out defined goals, or kind of just like go with the flow more so?
No, right now I just can't wait to get home, back to Petrolia, spend some time with family, spend some time with my girlfriend, and just relax for the holidays, and then get back in there in 2023. This is my 4th fight in 13 months, so, and 4-0, so it was a successful year. And yeah, take a little bit of downtime. Well, not really downtime, but you know what I mean. Just hanging out with the family and everything. But yeah.
Yeah, great getting to talk to you after such a big fight there and everything like that. I guess I'm curious if there's anything you might want to like add as a parting thought as we're kind of wrapping up, though.
No, just thank you to BTC for the opportunity to fight here, and it was a great show. And thank you to everybody that came out. The support means everything. Like I said before, my team. Great team behind me, and all my sponsors. I really couldn't do it without my sponsors. They allowed me to train full time, and it was pretty cool to see my Muay Thai class here that I teach at Niagara Top Team, and they're all here. So yeah, I'm just stoked and ready for the next one.
Yeah, it was great getting to see Cody Chovancek fight and getting in another one here. This is the second time I've got to see you after that London fight there and everything. So thanks for making some time again, and you enjoy the rest of your night, man.
No problem. Thank you. You enjoy your night too.